Namaste viewers, welcome to Gnana channel. In this video, we will try to understand three bodies, physical body, Sthula Sharīra, Sukshma Sharīra and Kāraṇa Sharīra. So, the entire in the ancient system, they had recognized three layers of existence, three layers of a being's existence. So let us try to understand that. Before we go to the details, I request you to please like, share and then subscribe to my channel. Please post your comments. Please go through the video in full and then post your comments. Thank you, viewers. So, in the Vedantic philosophy, this existence, human existence, it was not limited to just the physical body. So they had recognized three layers of embodiment that define our experience of this world. One was called as the Sthula Sharīra, that is gross body, the physical body, that which we see, all this physical body, head, hands, things like that. Whatever that you can touch, feel and all those things. It consists of limbs, it consists of our all kinds of things that we can see, eyes, ears, nose, blood, bones, all those things. So this is the physical body. You had the subtle body, that is Sūkṣma Sharīra. It had no body, but it has got certain existence. The mind, intellect, the senses, like that. And the third one was called as Kāraṇa Sharīra, the root of ignorance. Each of these bodies which existed, they had a purpose in our existence. They had a purpose in our perception. They had a purpose in our spiritual evolution. So now, let us go a little more in detail. What is this Sthula Sharīra, the physical body, or what we call as the gross body? It is a tangible body made of flesh, bones and lot of organs, like that. It's a body that takes Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi, like this, it is. It takes birth, it grows, it ages, and ultimately Mrityu, it dies. So, this is made up of, in the ancient times, they said this was made up of 5 great elements. Pancha Mahabhutas. They were earth, Prithvi, water, Jala, blood fluids like this. Fire, Agni, metabolism, body temperature like that. Air, Vayu, breath, movement and all those kinds of things. And space, cavities in the body, Akasha, or the space in which we live or we occupy. This was how it was made up of. This is Sthula Sharīra. The purpose was, it acts as a vehicle, it acts as a medium for experiencing the world through these 5 senses. 5 senses you can experience the world. And it also helps in performing actions, that is karma, through movement and interaction. Whatever you want to do, you can do it through your limbs, you can do it through your all seeing, hearing, talking, all these things, they are necessary. But it has its own limitations also. So it talks of the limitations. The limitations are, it is temporary and perishable. So as age advances, your movement, everything gets restricted. And it experiences pain, pleasure, hunger, thirst, disease, all kinds of, and death. So, this is what is Sthula Sharīra. So it is like a rented house, we temporarily live in during our life on earth, like this, something like that. Now, the second one was called as Sukshma Sharīra, the subtle body. The subtle body is made up of the mind, intellect, senses. So, what is it? Mind, intellect. So, it is not visible. It is not like, you can't touch it or anything. But it is some kind of an energy based body, some kind of a Shakti that carries, that is responsible for our thoughts, our emotions, our behaviors, our personality, all these things, intellect, so many things, it is manasu, buddhi, ahankara, egoness, all these things are some kind of energy based body. Of course, it is the real experiencer of joy, sorrow, fear, desires. This is where you experience all these things. The hands or the head, eyes, all those things, they only perceive and then send the messages to this. The Sukshma Sharīra will enjoy that or will suffer that, or all kinds of emotions, it undergoes. So, the ancient Dharma in ancient India, they thought that what are these things, made up of? What is this Sukshma Sharīra? Sukshma means very subtle, very. What is it made up of? So, like, it is made up of, they had classified it as 5 vital energies, that is called as pranas. These regulate functions like breathing, digestion, circulation, elimination, all these things. And all the activities that happen inside the body, these energies, these pranas, pancha pranas. So, the Sukshma Sharīra was made up of this pancha pranas. Then 5 sense organs. The 5 sensory organs were Gnanendriyas, Jnana. That means they could see, the eyes could see, the ears could listen, the nose could smell, the tongue could taste, and the skin could touch and then feel the hardness, softness, all those kinds of things. Whatever the external world, you could interact through these Gnanendriyas, or rather you could just perceive them and then understand them. Then you have what you call as Karmendriyas, actions, whatever you wanted to do, you want to do something, some work, hands were useful. You want to move from one place to another, legs were useful. You want to communicate with somebody, the mouth was useful. You want reproductive, you want to have children, these reproductive organs were there. Then the excretory organs also. Whatever that we consume, whatever that we eat, it would get digested and it would absorb all necessary things that were necessary, and then which was not necessary, which was waste, it will remove these excretory organs. These 5 action organs, these were Karmendriyas. Then you had the Manas, the emotional and thinking faculty that processes sensory information. The intellect, the decision-making faculty that helps in understanding the right and wrong. And ahankara, ego, the sense of identity, that I, that was the one. And the memory, chitta, the stores of past experiences, that full loads and loads of past experiences were being stored there. This was subtle body. So the subtle body was made up of 5. It's a vital energy. It was made up of 5 vital energies called as pranas. It was made up of Gnanendriyas. It was made up of Karmendriyas. It was made up of Manas, Buddhi, Ahankara, Chitta, like this. So, what was the purpose of this? It helps in thinking, feeling, deciding, and experiencing. The Sthula Sharīra would not think. The Sthula Sharīra is there, that's all, the gross body. Here, this Sukshma Sharīra was capable of thinking. Sukshma Sharīra, with all these, whatever that we described earlier, was getting feelings, getting to decide, and getting to experience all those things. So this was the one which would create desires, emotions, attachments, so many things. This forms the basis of our individual personality. Now, of course, this also had its own limitations, because this keeps us attached to the world through desires, through emotions, through ego, all these kinds of things. And it is always said that it is restless. The thoughts and emotions are always fluctuating from one to another. It fluctuates between thoughts and emotions. All this, it is restless. So to compare this, you can compare this to a software, the subtle body to a software that runs the physical body hardware. You can just analyze some modern analogy in modern terms. Now you had the third body called as the Kāraṇa Sharīra. It was called, you could call it as root of ignorance. Karana, what does it means? It is the fundamental, it is the deepest, it is the most hidden layer, it is the basic layer, core of our existence. This is pure, it is pure, and it is avidya also, which prevents us from realizing our true nature as the Atman external itself. So this is the one, Kāraṇa Sharīra. It says you are this gross body, you are this, all this mind, all those things like this. This is the confusion which it gives rise to. So what is it made of? It's made up of some kind of ignorance, which is called as avidya. It's a false belief that we are just the body and the mind and not the infinite blissful Atman. So this is the one, this Kāraṇa Sharīra, which doesn't allow us to, it's very difficult. It makes us feel that you are that body, you are that emotions, you are that everything. That is how it is. And that is the false belief that it gives. It carries the impressions of the past actions. The ancient dharma, in the ancient wisdom, they said that the past actions, whatever that was previously done, karma, that in a very sukshma way, in a very subtle way, it would carry this, and that would determine our future births. So what was the purpose of this division? It acts as a seed that leads to the formation of the other two bodies. This is the basis for forming Sthula and Sukshma Sharīra. And what is the limitations this has? It is the reason for the cycle of birth and rebirth, samsara. Kāraṇa Sharīra is the reason for its cycle of birth and death. As long as ignorance exists, we remain bound by desires and karma. So the causal body is like a cloud that hides the sun, true self. With the cloud, ignorance is removed. The sun shines brightly, like this. So the ultimate truth is that you are beyond all these three bodies. The Atman is beyond these three bodies. The gross body dies, the subtle body changes, the causal body creates illusion, but the Atman remains eternal and untouchable. This is how it is to be understood. Realizing that we are not the body or the mind, but pure consciousness leads to moksha. This is how it was explained and then understood. So now, to be truly free and peaceful, one must rise above these three bodies and realize the eternal Atman. This is what it says. So to summarize, gross body is physical, temporary, made of 5 elements, perishable. Subtle body is made up of mind, emotions, intellect, senses, mind, ego, Purana. Causes attachment. Causal body, ignorance, seed of rebirth, avidya, karma, keeps us trapped in illusion. So like this. So now, viewers, with this explanation on all these three divisions of Sthula Sharīra, Sūkṣma Sharīra and Kāraṇa Sharīra, we conclude this episode. Please like, share and then subscribe to our channel. Thank you, viewers, for your valuable time in listening to this. Please post your comments in the comment box. Thank you.